As long as you're not a complete ghost on Instagram and you are actually posting somewhat consistently, you are gonna have opportunities to generate conversations with people, and this is the most important part in order to actually make that money with online fitness coaching. I'm gonna be reviewing a DM set that resulted in a $2,500 close, and I'm gonna be making this series out of this. So I'm gonna be consistently reviewing DMs from our appointment setters and from the fitness coaches that I'm consulting with. And all of these DMs that I'm reviewing aren't just random DMs. They are all DMs that have closed for high ticket so that you can be confident that what you are actually learning from isn't just some random framework. This is actually stuff that we're practicing in the field. So let's get into it. And so going over a DM set that closed for $2,500, Ethan actually had a really successful weekend with this DM set included. But I'm just gonna review this so that you can see clearly what actually happens in a successful DM set. We're going over and outreaching. What's up, Ryan? Sick car, by the way. All we did was comment something relevant about his profile picture. It says, what's up, bro? Thank you. Then later, much later, we responded with, this is the actual outreach method. This must have been Ethan, actually. But the outreach starts with, yo, Ryan, what's good? Wanted to reach out. I'm actually making some content and wanted to see if there's anything that you'd be interested in me making content about. Always down to drop some value if you need help. He said maybe some cooking videos. I tend to enjoy those. We said appreciate it. I could definitely try to add that. By the way, what are you currently working towards fitness-wise? Right there, boom, we just slide in. He responds, fitness-wise, I've been working on losing weight, started to work out again. And he responded with a long message talking about how he lives with his auntie. So now this is the examples that I wanted to share with you, is the actual quality, acknowledge, compliment, and ask framework in action. Man, I can only imagine how tough that few months must have been. Dealing with the flooded home, we're acknowledging everything. It says living out of your routine, trying to hold it all together. Respect for even trying to stay on track during that. So you see that acknowledge and compliment in one message. So how much body fat percentage do you want to have right now? He must have said that somewhere. Or maybe we just like assuming that he was talking about body fat percentage, whatever. So then we get into further. He responds with the body fat percentage. That's some solid numbers. For how long have you been wanting to get lean like this? Probably for a while. I've always looked bulky, broad shoulders. So our appointment setter says that makes a lot of sense. When you're naturally broad and already have that size, dialing in things to actually look lean is the game changer. And yeah, following someone else's plan can feel off until you build around your own. So that was the acknowledge. Now we ask the question, why do you feel like now is the right time to get lean and finally disclose what is hidden underneath that mass? It's fire. He's talking about how to actually burn all that fat so that we can actually show off that mass. Client responds. Our appointment setter says, facts. Honestly, just the fact that you're pushing through all that, still thinking about getting better, says a lot. That is an acknowledging compliment in one sentence. So tell me about your day today and what are you doing more? Are you on your feet or do you sit at a desk? And I skipped a little bit, but now we're going, he's like, yeah, for my age, I'm very busy. Both my parents have businesses. So it's a very chaotic, stressful household. I'm usually up at 7, don't get home till 8. We respond with, damn, that's a lot on your plate. Being around 2 family businesses is no joke, especially when your days are from 7 to 8. And then we say, how old are you? It says 19, been dealing with it since I was 12. My mom had me start working at 12 years old. Our opponent says, bro, there's a millionaire now, which is like just cheeky, right? Now we're not following the exact rigid framework. We're just able to respond to him naturally. It says, LOL, I wish. Then we go back to the car. Is that your car in your profile pic? Because something that you need to remember is that most people are going to be so set on their life. So if you just be able to compliment them about their life, they're gonna be excited to talk to you. So he says, yes, it is. Even sends pictures of his car because he loves it so much, okay? This is like, very natural for somebody to be excited about what they like. And if you notice that and are able to pick that out, then they're gonna be that much more excited to actually talk to you. Obviously, this guy is super engaged already. But he says, gotta give a big thank you for having a mom like this who pushed you as you were 12 years old, just acknowledging his mom. Now, we're getting back into it. By the way, what do you feel like is holding you back from getting into that shape, okay? You see how that like natural exchange about the car, his mom, his family, now we're getting right back into it. There's nothing in your body holding you back. Imagine how far you would get in the right structure and support in place. Now we're building the vision a little bit, asking the next question. How do you feel that lack of clear structure has been impacting your progress so far? Now he starts getting real. The client goes, I don't know really how to feel about it, to be honest. I've always been passionate about working out, even in school. So now we respond. This is like the heavy hitting
we're about there on the finish line. Sounds like there's a deep part of you that's always known how powerful fitness can be. Honestly, that awareness about the binge eating and being busy now is huge. So imagine channeling all that energy you're already using to keep things together into something that actually builds you up long term. What do you think would change if all that finally clicked into place? These are the questions that you need to be asking in your sets, because this is what builds the authority on your part. And assuming that you have them hooked, they are going to give you everything that they need right now and complete that vision, so that when you push to actually book a call, they're gonna be no problem. They're gonna want to book the call with you. So client responds, we say, I got you, sounds like you already know lifting is the way, and having the right environment could finally bring the calm to chaos. And so now we are pitching the call. Do you feel like if we actually mapped that plan, you'd be able to lock in, stay consistent, actually enjoy the process again, instead of just trying to keep up? He says it's kind of hard to do that, but I probably wouldn't be in the place where I am without my therapist. I don't know, the client responded. Now we're getting into the pitch of the call. Totally makes sense. Sounds like you're getting home is the turning point, and the therapist gave you that first push. Respect again. Since things that are about to settle, I have a few more questions. This is like the exact thing that we almost use every time to be able to actually transition into booking the call, which is, I have a few more questions to ask, but it's gonna take a while over DM. Would you be open to schedule a quick 20-minute call with me so that I can get better understanding of how I can help you map out a game plan that actually fits your schedule and gets you to desired outcome? Boom, what dates do you have? We booked in the call, and like we talked about, this resulted in a $2,500 close. So very quality DM set. The entire framework that I kind of skipped over back here was used to be able to set this quality guy. And so this is what we're up to now. All right, so that was the entire strategy, kind of breaking down how we use our social profiles to attract high quality leads, as well as how to DM set, because that is gonna be the most important thing of you actually outreaching properly so that no leads slip through the cracks. I guarantee you have more quality leads than you think hiding in your DMs because you're not able to find them. So use all those strategies. Let me know how they're working out for you. If you need any help, go ahead and DM me on my Instagram at Markovka. I'll put it up right here. And I'll send you a voice note with some value. It's the least I can do. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to like, subscribe, show some love. Thank you again, and I will see you soon.